Hey guys, we're here for Rebellious Noise and we're here with Deadly Circus Fire.
Alright. Hello.
We're at the Breakout Festival. Could you guys just introduce yourselves, let everyone know what you do?
I'm Adam, I'm the vocalist.
I'm Sav, I'm the guitar player.
I'm Paul, I play drums.
Mike, bass player. Am I?
That's right.
That's right. That's right.
You got it right.
At least,
got it.
At least you know where you stand, you know? Alright guys, so first thing I want to talk about is how you guys are currently writing an album using the Pledge site as a vehicle to get it going. Could you tell us a little bit more about that?
It was kind of something that we came up with on one of our excursions up to one of the Scottish festivals we're doing. We thought we need to find a way of getting this right without labels and that. We're kind of sick and tired of the whole kind of we'll call you guys kind of thing. Right. So we decided, we need to get the fans involved. So we got the PledgeMusic thing on the go. It's actually mostly Save's work in terms of building the thing. So when it came up and running, we were actually quite happy to see.
He's the money guy.
Yeah, the money guy. He's the businessman. But yeah, with no money.
Money guy, no money.
The money guy with no money.
That's the way
I think
forward.
everyone's in that stage these days. Yeah, so I mean, we're happy to see that people who give a damn, are doing what they want to do and pledge to a band they want to hear. So hopefully more people will do that. We hit our mark, and then we got a new album on the shelf. So
cool. I mean, what's all this about the Teenage Cancer Trust? Could you tell us a little bit more about that bit as well?
That's basically everything we gain over the 100% of our target. It goes to.
Oh, okay.
Cancer Trust.
So basically, all the extra bits will go straight to.
Yeah, it'll be. Is it 10% of whatever we have at the end?
And the extra.
Okay,
right.
Essentially go to Teenage Cancer Trust. So it's to a good cause as well.
I mean, what do you guys think of this? I mean, obviously you like it, that's why you're doing it. But the whole pledge concept and all those, there's a lot of sites around like that nowadays, and a lot of bands are doing it. No matter how big or small or new or old.
I think even
they
Slash
are.
was on there. Yeah.
Sorry?
Slash, I think it was.
Yeah, Slash.
Yeah, it's crazy. I saw P.O.D. are doing one as well to get an acoustic record going. Like,
but it kind of tells the band if their audience are still there or not.
Yeah.
Because if you want to bring out a new album and you start pledging and you get 5% of your goal.
Yeah.
Maybe we should realise that. I think it's time to pack up.
Right.
Call it a day.
The thing is that the good thing is that all the money goes into the band's pocket rather than in record companies.
Yeah. That's very true. It cuts out the middleman, really, doesn't it? So, which is kind of like the way forward these days. It seems like it's not like it was in '95.
Nothing against record companies.
Yeah, they love record companies. So if anyone wants to,
they may be knocking at my door.
yeah. If that happens, we'll cut it out.
Sometimes people have a misconception of the whole idea of pledge because they say, whatever, we're raising like £10,000 to record an album.
Yeah.
And we got friends and fans say, what? Do you really need £10,000? But it doesn't really work that way because pledge is taking 15%.
Oh right, okay.
Of whatever we achieve.
Yeah.
And also we need money. Because people is not just giving money away; they are actually like kind of buying.
Right, they're buying into it already.
So we need to invest money to make this thing.
Yeah. It's kind of a guarantee.
So at the end of the day, from let's say 10 grand, it's gonna be 5 grand.
Yeah.
And this.
Yes,
exactly.
And
it's not like you're getting blue M&Ms.
Money,
I mean, in terms of because people say 10 grand in general is a lot of money to go towards a whole album being made.
Yeah.
Like people who don't know the industry very well or music very well, and they go, 10 grand's quite a lot of money to do an album. And you're like, no, you have no idea. Like in terms of recording music or recording an album, I mean, easily bands spend up to like half decent to the next level, about 50k. Then the big bands spend 150k, and it's a few million. It's just ridiculous. So 10 grand is a drop in the water.
Exactly.
It's a lot of money to us, but it's a drop in the water for music.
But not one person giving 10 grand, so it's all right. It's
exactly.
Next, guys, I want to move on to, I guess, a bit more personal about yourselves. The whole circus name, the circus theme. I'm noticing in your music videos you got all the face paint going on. Not anymore.
Can we swear?
You can do what you want, mate.
Fucked it up, man.
Yeah. Okay. So what was the deal with all that? Where did it all come from, basically? What's the inspiration, I guess?
We kind of wanted to have an extension of our music.
Yeah.
We thought that the music was quite circusy, kind of eerie, and feeling my boob here. So yeah, we kind of got the audio thing covered, so we wanted to have our audience something to look at, basically, a visual thing to make it a bit more creepy.
Right.
We did that for a while, and we just got tired of face paint burning our
Well,
eyes.
it got to the point where it started off as something that it had a meaning to us. It had we had the story behind the Hartford.
It's a real story.
Yeah, yeah,
Right.
1944.
Yeah.
There was a circus fire in America, and
Okay.
we based it around that kind of that kind of idea, that theme. And,
Okay.
just out of half of respect, half out of the whole idea of it's quite interesting.
Cool, yeah.
And then after a while, the whole face paint thing really got attention. It got it was great for the initial process of the band. Everyone started going, "Oh, who's this? What the hell are they doing?" And they come and see us and they go, "Oh, actually, they're quite well. Hopefully, most of them they're quite good." Rather than fuck off. But it's gone quite well.
Yeah.
And then after a while, we started getting told, or we started hearing that it just wasn't up to people being judging books by covers. The same old shit.
Yeah.
And so we thought, well, we didn't want to lose it, and we said because it's part of us. But then when we started listening to more how we play and the songs around, this new album is a completely different animal to our last album. We're really proud with what we've done so far, and listening to it and listening to how we play and how we act as people, because we've got to know each other for over 5 years now.
Right.
On this, we realised we've kind of not grown out of it, but we've matured.
Yeah.
It's,
of
we've,
course.
The music,
so the
Yeah.
look has metamorphosized now. We're more kind of mature on the whole thing. So
Cool.
although there may be elements of it maybe in the future, but right now we're focusing more on making sure the music is the bedrock of it all at the moment.
Cool. Speaking of things like that, I mean, what are your non-typical musical goals? And I ask that because a lot of times people are like, what do you want to be in 5 years? And I want to sell this much, and I want to play this festival. Yeah, I'm talking about the things you don't really think of when you start a band. Video games. Certain bands have clothing lines. Is there anything like that? Like, just not saying, oh, yeah, I'm going to have a clothing line. Is there anything ideally, that'd be great to have?
I mean, there's a few. I mean, personally, I do illustrations and art for a living, and it'd be nice to know that I get booked on things or do artwork for people.
Okay.
Not just because of my artwork or people enjoy it, but because they know us and they contact me and they say, "Oh, we want you guys to."
Right.
It's, I don't know, maybe a link like that, as you said, like I think. The lead singer of Bring Me the Horizon's got his clothing line, Drop Dead.
Yeah.
I mean, things like that would be awesome. If those opportunities came about, I'd be so awesome. That'd be amazing. But that'd be pretty cool.
We've often had jam sessions and come up with just random stuff, and just listen back to it. You go, that would sound awesome if you're on GTA. Going 150 miles an hour down the motorway or something, or have our music on a movie soundtrack. Is
cool.
Yeah, movie soundtrack would be awesome.
Yeah. Okay, so one last question, guys. If you could if you had to leave the band, each of you, who would you replace yourself with? It could be anyone alive or dead. It could be a band you were on tour with, one of those guys, because similar kind of sound or whatever it may be, or it could be someone you idolized growing up. One by one, who would you pick?
I'd say Jesus. He's the only man who could do what I can do.
I'd say, I mean, vocal-wise, I'd be respectful enough to have replaced my vocals. I'd say there was a band called Richelieu a fair few years ago, and their singer had a lot of similarities to both me, and also he has a lot of similarities to Maynard from Tool.
Okay.
I think at that kind of level, I think it'd be quite a nice thing, because if I had Maynard do it, then everyone would probably forget me and then go, "Hooray, you got a better guy doing it." So that'd probably be quite depressing.
What do you reckon, Savin?
No idea.
Yeah.
Paul.
Brian May. Go on.
One of my idols has always been David Gilmour.
Oh yeah.
David Gilmour.
Basically, he's it's very different style from.
Right.
Maybe changing a bit. Yeah.
Cool.
I'd probably get Animal from the Muppets to
Very
play
good
steel
choice.
drums. Not really, because the drumming, I think he'd be able to do it, but he'd act as like a referee, because there's a few arguments in the band.
Right.
He's quite furry and he's quite muscly.
Yeah, you don't want to mess with Animal, so yeah.
Considering we're in the prog metal band, though, Animal would probably be all over the fucking shop. 16 and 5.
Yeah.
Mike,
Probably the bass player from a band called Amplifier. Probably you know them.
Cool. Right. Yeah.
Yeah, I think we got quite
Similar.
similarities. Yeah.
So we got Richelieu singer,
and a
David
huge
Gilmour,
pedal board.
a bassist from Amplifier,
And Animal to top it all off. Why not?
I think that'd be
So that is the replacement band for
That
you
would be
guys.
the ideal.
If one by one you were left, so All right, cool. It's been cool to chat to you guys. I hope you have a good set today, guys.
Great.
Yeah, thanks, man.